I want to talk about learning to use a jig, having confidence in a jig. If you want to fish a plastic or a hand-tied jig, I'm real partial to a hand-tied jig. They're so durable. Fish love them. Like for instance, you fishing that plastic, you get aggravated, you ain't got no super glue with you to hold it on there. You catch a few fish, that thing slides down, or what I like to call, they pants you, pull your pants down. That fish will come up there and nip at it, and you'll go to set the hook, and he'll pull the plastic down on you. It gets aggravating. But having confidence in a jig, you can come out here. It don't cost a whole lot of money. Get you a few different colors, get you some bright colors, get you some natural colors, and like I said, y'all know that I like a 1/32. You can put a split shot over them if you want the fall rate to be faster. I just like that profile ahead. Whatever you like to use, to each his own. But the benefits of a hand-tied jig, just the durability. When you learn to control a jig, and you can learn that you're not too deep and getting in some of this structure and breaking off, you can catch, there ain't no telling how many fish on a jig before it flies apart. I mean, you talking 80, 100 fish. If you get on a bunch of active piles in a day, you can fish a hand-tied jig all day long and catch every fish of the day on that one jig. They're just durable. I know guys, they'll get on the boat and be like, yeah, I got 100 count on this jig as long as I ain't breaking it off. And there's just a lot of benefits to it. And find you a local tire. Make sure they're appealing to your eye. If you don't like the way they look, don't buy them. To me, I'm a big believer in that. I want it to look good. I want the profile of them to look right. Have confidence in what you're fishing with. Whatever tackle you're fishing with, have confidence in it. And but learn how to use a jig. I've converted several people, whether it be old timers or people that have crappie fished for a long time and just don't believe in them or struggle catching them. You got to learn how to use them. I mean, sometimes it can be a lot of work. That minnow will do the work for you a lot of times. There ain't nothing real special you have to do. But sometimes you got to work that jig, and it takes a lot to get a bite sometimes. And when they're active, you ain't got to work at all. You just put it in their face and they'll bite it. But learning how to use a jig, being effective with a jig, it will make crappie fishing so much better for you. Because I know some places, you might spend $5 a dozen on a minnow, a dozen minnows, and that's ridiculous. Most time you get one fish out of a minnow anyway. But you buy a good quality jig, most of them 75 cents to $1, and you catch 80 to 100 fish or more. You're gonna lose some, you're gonna break some off, but they're durable. Make sure they got a good hook in them, make sure they're sharp, and just learn how to utilize that jig. It'll make you a better crappie fisherman, and it'll make that day on the water a little bit less aggravating. Appreciate it.